Hey there everyone, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today we're going to go over specifically the purpose, mission, vision, and value systems that we have over into the design and build systems over at Brand Identified. And today I want to talk a little bit about the 10 questions that you're going to need to answer if you want to go ahead and clarify your brand's foundational principles and align your team and messaging around a clear reason for it being. So what this is going to allow us to do is realize and try to assess if your purpose and your values, if they feel too vague or if they're disconnected. This process will help you build a framework that guides decision making, your culture, and your growth with confidence. So these are the 10 questions. Let's just kind of go ahead and jump right into these. So question number 1 is, how clearly have you defined your brand's purpose or your reason for existing? So understanding why your business exists just beyond profit is the starting point for meaningful connections and strategic clarity. Question number 2, we're looking at what is your long-term vision for the business? So your vision is what's going to go ahead and paint the picture of your future that you're trying to build, and it sets the destination for all of your efforts. Question number 3 is, have you articulated a mission that defines how you operate day to day to move towards that vision? So the mission is acting as your compass, and it's how you translate that vision into consistent actions and priorities every single day. Question number 4, do your values reflect how you make decisions, how you hire your team members, and how you serve your customers? So the values are what shapes your behavior. We want to see if they're actually being lived out authentically by you, your brand, and your team, or are they just words on a page? Question number 5, how visible are these foundational principles across your brand? So if your purpose, your mission, and your values aren't visible on your website, in your onboarding, or your marketing, they won't influence the culture or perception. Question number 6, are your purpose, mission, and values still aligned with your business as it operates today? So business evolve and they change over time. So we want to make sure that we can identify if these foundational principles have shifted or have they been left behind as your business has grown and expanded. Question number 7, how well does your team understand and act on these core brand foundations? So alignment depends on shared understanding. This question is going to reveal whether these ideas are truly embedded or they're just being talked about. And question number 8, when making strategic decisions, do you actively reference these principles? So foundational clarity means decision-making is easier and more consistent. If you're not using these principles, they're not doing their job. Question number 9, what challenges have you encountered when trying to clarify or share your mission and your values? This is going to highlight your common barriers like confusion, inconsistency, or lack of relevance that might block the alignment. And finally, question number 10, if your brand's foundation were clearly defined and aligned, what would that unlock for your business? So clarity here fuels better leadership, culture, marketing messaging, and sustainable growth. So now if you want to actually use AI to go ahead and build this strategy instantly based off of these 10 questions, I invite you to go over to BrandOptimizer.AI, log into there. It's going to launch a custom GPT. And once you're over there, just load in or type in this prompt. Give me the 10 brand identified framework questions for purpose, mission, vision, and the value system. Then what it's going to do is it's automatically going to pull up all those 10 questions that I went over, because this is a custom GPT. So don't just dump this into your random chat GPT interface. Make sure you go over to BrandOptimizer.AI, use that custom GPT, input that prompt, and that's going to pull from the knowledge base over at Brand Identified, and it's going to pull in all 10 of those questions. Then it's going to allow you to assess those questions, answer those questions, and then it's going to give you even more and more feedback on those questions. So you can start building this out right away instantly over at BrandOptimizer.AI. And then, as always, if you want help answering these for your business, I can walk you through each of them for you and build a full custom purpose, mission, vision, and value system that aligns your brand from the inside out and guides every decision with confidence. To go ahead and do that, just visit brandidentified.com or click the link down below. All right, guys, have an excellent day, and I'll see you next time.